of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson, celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus Hyundai, home of the Kona electric vehicle, an electric heart with an SUV soul. Test drive yours today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on your news leader, with 3 baseload units offline, the island is set to experience some load-shedding blues. Plus, a task force is formed to address the recent influx of illegal Chinese nationals arriving by boat to Guam from the NMI. And federal authorities seize over 20 pounds of methamphetamine in the mail from 9 packages sent between February 2021 to March of this year. These stories and more coming up right now on KUAM News Primetime. Hafa and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Primetime. I'm Tomas Maglonia, and we're so glad you could join us tonight. You can expect more possible rolling power outages. The load shedding is scheduled for peak consumption hours between 6 and 9 p.m. The blackouts will last for 1 hour at a time in different areas spread out across the island. The Guam Power Authority wants to assure customers that it's only for the next couple of nights.
It's sort of like the perfect storm for GPA. The 55-megawatt Cabris number 2 unit and the 44-megawatt PD number 8 generator are undergoing repairs, while the 44-megawatt PD number 9 unit is offline for a scheduled conversion to ultra-low-sulfur diesel. General Manager John Beneventi.
1 is down, we're fine. 2 is down, we're a little more, there's more of a, precarious situation. But when 3 is down, then we really have to put out the schedule.
GPA has released a schedule of rotating power outages, which can be found on its website. Beneventi says they expect to have PD number 8 back on Tuesday and Cabris 2 online by Wednesday.
We do ask certain customers to get off the line right now, Nestor. The airport, the GRMC, the Port Authority of Guam. And then we've taken out all the water wells, put them on standby generators, just so that we have more power to give out.
They're also working on an interruptible load program with hotels, which are also major users. Beneventi says there is no plan to bring in temporary backup capacity, as has been done before, because he says they can manage with what they have.
You bring them in, you're going to pay all that cost, and then you're likely not gonna need it. I can say that we'll be, like I've been saying in the past year, we are challenged over the next 2 years until the new power plant is online. But again, this is unusual circumstances, and I can assure the public this is not the way of life forward.
The newly opened 60-megawatt Mangilao solar farm is providing some backup battery capacity at night, but not the other farms. Ultimately, Beneventi wants customers to know there is a light at the end of the tunnel in the form of the new Ukudu power plant, which comes online in early 2024. For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Republican senators are calling out the governor and the Department of Administration for pushing through the teacher pay raise that they said violates the law. Senator Frank Blas Jr. raised the argument while questioning DOA Director Edward Byrne. Blas had out a DOA memo that authorizes payment of the salary increases, but pointed out it circumvents a law passed by the current legislature.
And it says effective next pay period beginning 5/23/2022 at 20%. Whose handwriting is that?
It's the governor's.
The governor's. So this is the governor's signature.
Yes.
Okay. So in other words, what I'm saying here is that despite the law 3654 saying before you can implement any plan or any pay towards teachers, you've got to submit some paperwork to the legislature, which you said already you haven't submitted anything, for consideration, and that the implementation of the plan for the pay raises is not to be effective until June 30th, 2023. Yet you went ahead, the administration went ahead and did the pay raises.
Blas honed in on the point that the governor pushed through a pay raise in May that he said did not follow current law and was not supposed to take effect until next year, more than a year later.
So you're not going to give the teachers a pay raise?
Don't say no. I'm not going to give the teachers. Let's go back to where if the law was followed the way it's supposed to have been followed, this conversation would not be happening.
Office of Finance and Budget Director Steve Guerrero acknowledged that the legislature did not get notification of the pay raise prior to implementation. And we'll have more on this and the response from Adelup tomorrow. And a task force has been formed to help stem the tide of illegal Chinese nationals from the NMI slipping into Guam by small boats. Governor Leon Guerrero says they are mustering local law enforcement authorities to patrol our coastal waters.
The first line of defense is out there, and if we can divert them back to Saipan before they even get on the shores, that's a one step.
She's been working with the Attorney General to determine which local statutes can be enforced against illegal entry.
For example, if they don't have a notice of arrival document, then they can be returned back. If they are violating safety issues with boating, then they can return that. They can be returned. If the operator doesn't have a license to operate the boat, then those are some of the local laws that we can use.
If they do manage to slip in, she said the local labor department can inspect and fine local businesses for hiring illegal workers. The task force also includes Guam Homeland Security, Customs, GPD, GFD, the Port Authority, and the Agriculture Department. Even so, GovGuam does not have the resources to continuously monitor our entire coastline, and so support is also being sought from federal enforcement agencies, the Coast Guard, and even the public.
We're asking the people that if they see any kind of suspicious activity to please let us know.
A local immigration attorney says the foreign nationals are trying to reach Guam for work and are emboldened by the lack of federal enforcement. And even the governor says she wants to strike the right balance in dealing with the illegal immigration.
If there is opportunities there for them to work here, because we do need construction workers and other workers in our community. If there's some way that we can merge it and balance it out for everybody to win in this situation, that would be the best resolution. And so we're still in discussions with the federal government on that issue.
For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Airport officials are concerned about long wait times, and the Guam International Airport Authority says they're doing everything they can to streamline the arrival process. Daniel Perez reports.
It's a familiar experience for anyone who's landed at any airport in the world, arrival wait at the airport, and it's something the Guam International Airport Authority is trying to address. GIAA Deputy Executive Manager Ricky Hernandez.
We're very aware of airport wait times, especially on the arrival process. And so it's good to understand a couple things, right, as it relates to that. I know that pre-pandemic, during our PM bank, right, when we have a lot of more of the flights come in, really between the hours of like 1 p.m. to about 4 p.m. when they leave. What we've seen before the pandemic, we'd have about 1,500 passengers come in at one time because we have all the airlines bringing passengers in at that time. But we were looking at an almost 40-minute average wait time with a maximum of 83 minutes, right? And so that was pre-pandemic. What we're seeing now with that same PM bank, obviously with less flights, is that we've seen that average wait time be about 30 minutes, and the max wait time is 52 minutes.
To try and lessen the wait time even more, GIAA put a new program into place.
We did start, the Airport Ambassador Program, which provides, it's airport funded, where we put multilingual staff contracted out in the arrivals immigration area so that they could help people with filling out their forms, right, the required forms necessary to process through immigration. We do have about 80% of our foreign arrivals that come in that basically require Guam visa. They arrive here on the Guam visa waiver, and that requires a lot of manual paperwork. And so that's what the Ambassadors Program is for. And then of those foreign arrivals, typically around 40% of them don't come in with the form filled out. So we continue to work with our airline partners to see if we can try and get most of those forms filled out before they enter the airport, before they deplane. And then also working with our regulatory partners in immigration to see how we can continue to augment our ambassadors because they're there just to help streamline, fill out forms, try to ensure that they're going to the right area.
Hernandez added that as the flights into the island pick up, GIAA will also look to increase the ambassador program to help more of the Korean and Japanese tourists have an easier time getting through immigration and TSA. Daniel Perez reporting for KUAM News.
A little over 20 pounds of methamphetamine was seized from federal law enforcement officers, according to several recently unsealed court documents in district court. In all, a total of 9,186 gross grams of meth with a street value of about $1.3 million was seized through the mail. The search warrants were executed by federal authorities for 9 parcels between February 16, 2021 and March 23rd of this year. The largest amount, over 3,000 grams, was sent in a package from Concord, California to a residence in Santa Rita. 7 other packages were sent from addresses in California to include Lancaster, Woodland Hills, North Hills, 2 from Rancho Dominguez, San Diego, and Adelanto, 1 package from Puyallup, Washington. According to court documents, no arrests and no charges have been filed against anyone as of yet. A scary situation at the home of the Sharks today. This afternoon at around 12:41 p.m., a male individual approached the main gate of Simon Sanchez High School in Jigo. The individual was upset and he threatened the staff at the main gate. In an abundance of caution, a lockdown was initiated, including at the neighbor FB Leon Guerrero Middle School. Guam Police Department was contacted to do a search for the male. The modified lockdown at both schools was lifted at 1:44. GPD provided security for students during dismissal. And still to come on your news leader, it's the last day of the SNIP program at the MTM's mayor's office, and a groundbreaking is held at the Hagåtña Marina for the dock and shoreline reinforcement and enhancement project. These stories and more coming up next. It's KUAM News Primetime.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
During the pandemic, that's the time that I was closed for 1 year. So the payment that me and my daughter we bring home, let's just say $500 a month or $600. My rent is $850. When I contact the rental assistant, they say that I'm approved. I really so happy. Kiriso tabur, maridi God, kiriso yeri God. Ren mede Governor Lulian Guerrero and Just refer ngeri Arabas igerai. Reri begin arinis midori Arabas is a mani Philippine. Ren took Panabe, any kind of lacility. She really helped us out for the rent. Kiriso tabur. God ebofakuna nomrer. God bless, Governor. Yes.
This ad was paid for by the Department of Administration using federal funds.
There is no denying that these past 2.5 years have brought unprecedented challenges, where our health, safety, and way of life have been completely upended as a result of COVID. Having served as governor during many challenges, I know a thing or two about the importance of strong and steady leadership in times of crisis. Trust me when I say that I have full confidence that Lou and Josh are the leaders Guam needs at this pivotal time in our history. Lou and Josh have led our island through some of our darkest times, and because they stayed the course, our island is on the verge of a recovery that will infuse life back into an economy thirsting for a fresh start. I've said it before, and I mean it still. People of Guam, you're still the one.
This is Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, and I approve this message.
Half a day. I'm Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, and I'm proud to report that we have opened a new relief center to help you as we continue to recover from the pandemic.
From healthcare to welfare, childcare, housing, and utilities, we have a wide variety of direct relief programs available to help you.
This central location provides direct access to most of our public assistance programs under one roof. Our friendly staff are ready to help you through the application process.
We are working to ensure you get the assistance you need to receive the relief available to you and your family.
This means more support to help you meet the cost of living and give you more money in your pocket.
We are improving how government is working. Our administration continues to invest in Guam's future, delivering relief and driving our recovery.
We are all in this together.
Visit the Government of Guam Relief Center at the 3rd floor of the Bank of Hawaii building in Hagåtña, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or call us at 671-475-2060.
Want a real taste of New York? The Big New Yorker is back with a big, bold taste rolled into 16 inches of foldable crust. It's handmade to perfection with a sweet marinara sauce and your favorite topping. And at 30% larger than our large, the Big New Yorker is only $10.99 for carryout. Bring together your family and friends for a Big New Yorker party. Each pizza is just $10.99 for carryout. The Big New Yorker, so close you can taste it. Only at your Island Pizza Hut.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam on Demand.
Welcome back. Vice President George of the Federated States of Micronesia passed away Sunday, according to an official post by the government of the FSM. Marianas leaders mourn his passing this week. FSM Consul General on Guam, Teresa Philippin, told KUAM, quote, "We join our nation and especially the family of Vice President George in mourning his untimely passing. He was a true statesman and a leader and will be greatly missed. The FSM Consulate Office will put out a condolence book for signing and will be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow, August 16. CNMI Governor Ralph Torres also issued a statement saying that the NMI joins its Micronesian brothers and sisters in mourning. He added, "We were able to discuss matters of policy important to the people of Micronesia." He also welcomed me to Koshrai, his home island, during my first visit there, and for that I am still thankful, the governor says. He adds, "We shared in commitment to serving our people, and his life of public service and leadership will not be forgotten." Guam Governor Lou Leon Guerrero also released a statement today saying Vice President George was a kind and gracious man who left a lasting impression on everyone he met, truly sharing the humble spirit of his home island, Koshrai. As KUAM reported, it was in late July when George was hospitalized in Pohnpei as a result of COVID, though it's unclear if his passing was COVID-related. Also on Saipan, in regional news, the U.S. Navy prepares for the burial of U.S. Marine Corps Reserve Corporal Jack S. Brown in his home state of Virginia. Brown was 22 when he died fighting in the Battle of Saipan in World War II on July 8, 1944. His body was declared non-recoverable in 1950. The DoD recovered his remains on Saipan, and Brown was officially accounted for on May 11, 2022. He was previously buried at the Manila American Cemetery in the Philippines. He was posthumously awarded the Bronze Star and Purple Heart, according to the American Battle Monuments Commission. Brown's name is inscribed in the Courts of the Missing at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Hawaii, along with more than 18,000 others who are still missing from World War II. ABMC has placed a bronze rosette beside his name, indicating he has now been accounted for. And in more regional news, the Northern Marianas College is voyaging towards Sea Grant status. In the past week, a team from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, Sea Grant, met with college officials to tour marine and coastal resources, aquaculture laboratory, and 500 Cells canoe house. They also visited sites on Saipan impacted by beach erosion. According to the college, it's beginning the process of obtaining that Sea Grant status. It's going to help the college support local initiatives and priorities developed within the islands toward conserving and protecting its precious natural resources, promoting the efficient use of human, institutional, and financial resources to meet both local and regional objectives. National Sea Grant Director John Pinnock, Hawaii Sea Grant Director Darren Lerner, Hawaii Sea Grant Associate Director Darren Akimoto, UOG President Dr. Thomas Kreis, UOG Dean, and several others of the UOG Sea Grant team, including Dr. Austin Shelton and UOG Sea Grant Associate Director Fran Castro, were part of that visiting team. And back to local headlines, the Spay and Neuter Island Pets program being held at the MTM Mayor's office has hit its final day. Daniel Perez has the details.
It's the 8th and final day of the Spay and Neuter Island Pets program that's being held at the Mongmong Totom Mighty Mayor's office. The SNIP Community Kickoff Clinic started August 4th with some help from visiting veterinarians from Taiwan. Territorial veterinarian Dr. Mariana Turner gave a rundown of how the 8-day SNIP clinic went.
It's been really great. We've gotten a lot of surgeries done. Of course, we've had some challenges. We had some no-shows, so we kind of had to beef it up a little bit in terms of appointments. We're going to hit the 400 number that we hoped for, and I think everyone's super excited that it's the last day, though.
This isn't the last time the SNP clinic will be open, though, as the one in Guam Animals in Need in Jigo will open next week, August 22.
The SNP clinic up at Gain is going to be open 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, and we're still taking appointments for those, and we're just going to keep going with that indefinitely. And of course, the plan is to still do some of these community outreaches in the future.
Dr. Turner praised the 10 visiting veterinarians from Taiwan as they were a big help with the SNP clinic, which allowed them to hit the 400 spays and neuters mark they were hoping for.
They've been phenomenal. They've been really helpful talking about plans and goals for the future. How can we improve this? How can we change it up a little bit better to really make sure we're getting communities that need it the most? So the plan is for this to be hopefully an annual thing or something like that. Of course, still very early, and we need to really fully make those plans, but that's what we're hoping for.
Residents who are still interested in getting their furry friends spayed or neutered can fill out an interest form at snipclinicguam.com or contact the SNIP program at snip@guamanimals.org for more info. A $50 fee is to be paid, no matter the size of your cat or dog. Daniel Perez reporting for KUAM News.
Last week, a total of 549 tax year 2021 and prior income tax refunds totaling almost $1.7 million were either mailed or deposited late last week. The funds are for error-free returns filed on or before July 16. Refunds paid to date total $182.5 million, of which approximately 86% were for 2021. Refund payments continue to be processed weekly and within 1 month of filing. If you have any questions or concerns, you can call the DRT Center, that's 635-1840 or 1841, or use the Contact Us section on myguamtax.com. Stay tuned. Up next, Dave Delgado with your roundup of local sports.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Snacks. We got diapers for baby girl. Oh, 7:15, we gotta go. Bread, milk, gas for work. Remember to grab Joe Boy a birthday present. Half a day.
Hey, Molly, how much do you pay for daycare for the kids?
Over $600 a month. It's expensive.
Did you hear about the governor's program that covers up to $675 a month for childcare?
Wow, that would be a lifesaver with the rising cost of everything.
Check guamchildcare.com to apply. We qualified. I even booked an appointment for someone to walk me through the process.
guamchildcare.com. Okay, thanks. I'll apply today.
This ad is paid for with federal funds administered by DPHSS.
I have a phone. I have no TV. Ooh, TV on phone. Get live TV on your phone or any device with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch live channels or stream from your favorite apps on any device, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings. All for only $35 a month with your link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, TV on phone.
Santa Fe family.
My classic and spicy popcorn chicken with 100% all-white meat chicken and good sauce.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot.
Pop my classic and spicy 50-50 popcorn chicken combo. Order on the Jack app today.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
This year's FSM Basketball League title is up for grabs at the Guam Sports Complex.
There's 12 teams here at the FSM Basketball League. Really opened up to all FAS citizens. Yeah, you know, I got close roots with FSM. I'm from Chuk, so I got a strong attachment with the island. So just coming out doing this double elimination tournament, something that I wanted to do just to bring the community together, have fun, and just build camaraderie with each other.
In baseball news, the University of Guam baseball team split games on Sunday at the Paseo Stadium in the Guam Major League tie-breaking games to earn the number 4 seed in the upcoming wild card playoffs that begin tomorrow night. The Tritons defeated the Pirates 12-5 in UOG's afternoon game that was continued from Friday night's game that was called after 3 innings due to poor field conditions. The Tritons then lost 9-7 to the Typhoons in the night game. The Pirates are now the number 5 seed, while the Typhoons are the number 3 seed. Tomorrow's matchup at the Paseo Stadium will feature the Typhoons taking on the Pirates at 7 p.m. With the split of games on Sunday, the Tritons' record is now 8-5 on the season. The UOG Tritons will face the Rangers on Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Paseo Stadium.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Mobile offers a new and convenient way to fuel your vehicle. Pay gas and go. No need to line up inside the store. Press preset. Enter whole dollar amount without decimals. Press Loyalty ID and enter your mobile number or insert Smiles card. Insert and remove payment card or tap contactless credit card. Begin fueling. And don't forget to grab your receipt. Pay gas and go. It's that easy.
Our new McDonald's Spicy Chicken McNuggets are just the right amount of spicy. A small to medium Sprite kind of spicy. Let's get a McFlurry after this kind of spicy. But if you get the mighty hot sauce, it's a napkins for foreheads now kind of spicy. This came from McDonald's kind of spicy? Because our Spicy Chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of spicy. Unless you remember what I said about the sauce. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
During the pandemic, that's the time that I was closed for 1 year. So the payment that me and my daughter we bring home, let's just say $500 a month or $600. My rent is $850. When I contact the rental assistant, they say that I'm approved. I really so happy. Kiri so tabur, maridi God, kiri so yeri God. Ren me de Governor Lulian Guerrero and Just Refer Ngeri Arabas Igerai. Reri ke begin arinis. Mi dori Arabas is a money Philippine. Ren took Panabe, any kind of lacility. She really helped us out for the rent. Kiri so tabur. God ebo fakuno nomrer. God bless, Governor. Yes.
This ad was paid for by the Department of Administration using federal funds.
Hey, can we talk? Okay.
Welcome back. We wrap up the show with your birthday shoutouts. Here's Jason Salas.
Happy birthday on this August 15 to Chase Barnett, a KUAM kid forever. Happy birthday to you from all of your family here at KUAM and, of course, your family. A very, very proud papa as well as your mom and all of your brothers and sisters, including Miss Samantha Marley Barnett, who celebrates birthday number 25, a PhD to be. And Sam, we can't wait until we call you Dr. Sam. So happy birthday to you and your brother Chase, of course. And Frank Flores, who was born on August the 12th. Happy birthday, Nino and Uncle Frank. Enjoy your special day with many more to come. You are getting love from Tyra Joy Borja and the rest of your family.
You can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by checking out KUAM.com. That's our show. Please stay safe, Guam and the NMI.